The average American new car payment in 2026 is $735 per month. $735. That is the number everyone focuses on. That is the number the dealership negotiates. That is the number people text their friends when they drive off the lot. Here's the number nobody calculates. The true monthly cost of that car, payment, insurance, gas, maintenance, registration, is approximately $1,400 per month. And the 5-year total cost of ownership, including interest and depreciation, is closer to $80,000 on a $45,000 car. $80,000 over 5 years, not counting the opportunity cost, not counting what that money would have become if it had gone into the market instead. When you add the opportunity cost, the real price of that car decision is not $45,000. It is closer to $140,000. Today we run every number: the true monthly cost, the depreciation math, the opportunity cost calculation, and the decision framework that tells you exactly how much car you can actually afford. What is up? This is Real Money Math, the channel that runs the numbers nobody wants to run. Hit subscribe if you are new. Last video we ran the student loan versus investing calculation for Sarah and Jennifer. Today we go to the car lot. The average American household spends more on transportation than on anything except housing, and most of that transportation cost is a car decision made at a dealership with a monthly payment in mind and no full cost calculation anywhere in the room. Let us change that. Let me show you what a car actually costs per month. Not the payment, the total. The average new car sold in America in 2026 cost approximately $45,000, financed at 7.5% over 60 months, monthly payment on $45,000 at 7.5% over 5 years, $902 per month. That is the number people see. That is the number that determines the purchase. Here is the number they do not see. Insurance on a $45,000 new vehicle, approximately $220 per month. Gas, approximately $150 per month. Maintenance reserve, oil changes, tires, brakes, unexpected repairs, approximately $100 per month. Registration and taxes prorated monthly, approximately $35 per month. Add it up, $902 in payment, $220 in insurance, $150 in gas, $100 in maintenance, $35 in registration. True monthly cost of that car, $1,407 per month, not $902, $1,407 over 5 years. 1,407 times 60 months equals $84,420. You spent $84,000 on a $45,000 car, and at the end of 5 years, what is the car worth? New cars lose approximately 15 to 25% of their value in the first year alone. By year 5, the average new vehicle retains approximately 40 to 45% of its original value. A $45,000 car after 5 years, worth approximately $20,000. You spent $84,000. You have an asset worth $20,000. The true 5-year cost, $64,000 minimum. That is the honest math of new car ownerships. Let me break out the interest specifically because this is the number people consistently underestimate. $45,000 loan at 7.5% over 60 months. Monthly payment, $902. Total paid over 5 years, $54,100. Interest paid, $9,100. $9,000 to borrow $45,000 for 5 years. That $9,000 is money that built no equity, reduced no debt from a previous purchase, and returned nothing. It went directly to the lender. Now here is what $9,000 in interest looks like in a different frame. $9,000 invested at 7% real return over 30 years, approximately $68,000. The interest alone on a 5-year car loan has a 30-year opportunity cost of $68,000. When you are at the dealership negotiating whether you pay $880 a month or $902, you are not negotiating $22 a month. You are negotiating approximately $16,000 in 30-year wealth. The math changes what the negotiation feels like. You met Marcus in the credit card video. Marcus is 29 years old, Atlanta, $68,000 a year. After paying off his credit card debt using the avalanche method, Marcus is now car shopping. His current car has 200,000 miles. It needs to be replaced. He is looking at a $38,000 Toyota RAV4. His coworker just bought the same car. His coworker is paying $750 a month. Marcus is thinking about doing the same. Before Marcus signs anything, let me run his numbers. The RAV4 at $38,000 $48,000 at 7.5% over 60 months. Monthly payment $761. Total paid over 5 years $45,600. Interest $7,600. True monthly cost $761 payment, $210 insurance, $150 gas, $100 maintenance, $30 registration. Total $1,451 per month. On a $68,000 salary, Marcus takes home approximately $4,100 per month after taxes. $1,451 for the car is 35% of his take-home pay. The conventional rule says keep transportation under 15% of take-home. Marcus would be at 35%, more than double the guideline. Now let me show Marcus what the alternative looks like. Marcus finds a 2018 Honda Civic with 40,000 miles for $8,000 cash. He pays cash, no loan, no interest. True monthly cost of the used Civic, 0 payment, $85 insurance, liability only on an older car, $150 gas, $150 maintenance reserve, slightly higher for older vehicle, $25 registration. Total $410 per month. The difference between the RAV4 and the Civic, $1,041 per month. $1,041 per month invested in a low-cost index fund at 7% real return for 5 years, approximately $74,000. Marcus is not just choosing between a $38,000 car and an $8,000 car. He is choosing between a car and $74,000 in investment portfolio at age 34. Then that $74,000 left in the market for 25 more years until retirement, approximately $400,000. The car Marcus buys at 29 years old has a retirement wealth impact of $400,000. That is what the dealership does not show you when they are talking about the monthly payment. Well, there is one more number I want to show you, the depreciation curve. New cars are uniquely bad wealth instruments because they lose value fastest when they are newest. Year 1, lose 15 to 25% of value. Year 2, lose an additional 15 to 20%. By year 3, you have lost 30 to 45% of the original price. On a $45,000 car, end of year 1, worth $34,000 to $38,000. End of year 2, worth $28,000 to $32,000. End of year 3, worth $23,000 to $27,000. Meanwhile, your loan balance after 3 years on a 60-month loan at 7.5%, approximately $25,000. In the first 2 to 3 years of a new car loan, your car may be worth less than you owe. This is called being underwater. If your car is totaled in year 2, your insurance pays the current market value, not what you owe on the loan. The sweet spot on the depreciation curve is a vehicle between 3 and 6 years old with between 30 and 70,000 miles. You miss the steepest part of the depreciation cliff. The car is still reliable. You pay dramatically less. This is why financial advisors with any math background consistently recommend buying used. Not because new cars are bad, because new cars are financially inefficient in a way that is very expensive when compounded over a lifetime. Here is the framework for the car decision. Rule 1. Keep total transportation costs under 15% of net take home, not gross, net. If you take home $4,000 a month, your total car costs, payment, insurance, gas, maintenance, should stay under $600 per month. At $600 per month, a car payment alone of $400 to $450 leaves room for insurance and operating costs. At 7% interest over 60 months, $450 a month qualifies you for approximately $22,000 in vehicle. Rule 2. Calculate the true monthly cost before you negotiate the payment. Payment plus insurance plus gas plus maintenance plus registration. That total is your real budget number. Rule 3. Run the opportunity cost before you sign. Take the monthly cost difference between your preferred vehicle and a reliable alternative. Invest that difference in the calculator. See what it becomes over 5 and 30 years. That number belongs in the room when you are deciding. Rule 4. If you finance, keep the term at 48 months or less. 60-month loans are now standard. 72 and 84-month loans are increasingly common. A 7-year car loan on a vehicle that depreciates below loan value by year 3 is a financial trap. Shorter terms mean less interest and less time underwater. Rule 5. The 3 to 6-year-old used vehicle is the highest value purchase in the American car market. Let someone else absorb the steepest depreciation. Buy the car after the cliff. The car decision is the second largest financial decision most Americans make, second only to housing, and it is almost always made based on the monthly payment, the number that tells you the least about the actual financial impact of the choice. Now you have the real numbers: true monthly cost, depreciation curve, opportunity cost, the 15% rule, the term trap, and the math on what that used car decision is worth at retirement. The calculator in the description lets you input any vehicle price, interest rate, and term, and see the true 5-year cost and the 30-year opportunity cost in real time. Share this with someone who just got to the dealership. Next video, why Americans cannot save money, and the math that shows it is not about discipline, it is about structure. Hit subscribe. New video every week. I will see you in the next one.